Yeah,
I have to say that was my favorite.
We're good. Yay! Hit it.
We did it.
We see us. We did it.
It's Thursday, motherfucker.
Finish the song.
No. Is it Thursday?
Oh shit. Oh.
Hey! You gotta wait for the one part.
Cheers to beer.
Nice.
Thank you. I've been practicing my scatting.
I think that's a different genre.
The Scat Man? Find my Pornhub page.
I think that's X-rated.
Dude, there probably is somebody on Pornhub that's like in the scat section that's just going...
What about
I mean, I hope so.
Scatabody I. Coleman?
Oh god.
That's just...
Let's not name our horse.
Scatabody?
Oh, speaking of naming, name generator needs to be pulled up. Just in case. We never know.
Woo woo.
Alright, you fucking cucks. Cucks and cuckettes and cuckolders and cuckoldies.
I was listening back to our first session of the year,
yeah,
and we deemed 2019 the year of the cuck.
And so it was.
And here we are.
We're here, we're still riding the cuck train.
No, it is. It's the scat singing is also the jazz thing too. I did not know that is what that was called.
I did. That's what,
That's what it's called.
You didn't know it was called scatting?
That's what it is, and I did not know that.
It's Kermit scatting. Alright, so we'll get out of Thirsty Girl.
Oh, I forgot.
We'll get into this one? This adventure. Oh, it's somber. Good, because around you on the ground,
Dun dun dun.
3 bodies of chimeras torn asunder, and a ugly ass bitch with no head.
Ed Stark that motherfucker.
Eddard Starkard.
Spoiler.
He's in one.
He chopped someone's head off in the first episode. In like the first scene.
True. That's what I was referring to.
Like a 10-year-old spoiler.
Dude.
I know, it's funny doing old spoilers. Anyways.
But the battle's coming to an end. Enzo is asleep on the ground. Fell over top of him as well as Cap 1.
Oh yeah. It'd be more than that.
Cannon slid down a hill and crawled out of some vines. After one running a chimera. The battle is over and the dust is settling. You guys killed some fucking cucks.
Is the undead chimera still up?
No, it collapsed to the ground.
Nice.
A slump of meat and cadaverousness. Cadaveripidus.
Is everybody okay?
I don't know. Let me check.
Enzo, you doing okay there, bud?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
I was talking to Enzo.
Enzo is knocked out on the ground. He's sleeping, but his wounds are mostly...
He woke up at the end.
I think he passed back out, though.
Oh, did
did pass
yeah,
back
okay.
out, yeah.
That's, yeah.
Anyone need healed?
I'm gonna do just a real quick test. Nope.
Did we do a strain recovery after the fight last time?
I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so.
No.
I'm missing 4 wounds as well.
Where'd they go?
Is that just you? Anyone else?
No, I'm at my
not
wounds.
hurt.
You're hurt?
I'm missing some wounds.
I'd like to go over and heal Cannon.
Can we do like a group heal?
Can you do that?
Well, you guys can do your checks. What is it? Is it cool or post combat?
Yeah, we need to do a cool check, right? An unopposed cool.
Unopposed cool.
What's the alternative? Is it discipline?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, there's a red dice.
And it's strain per success.
Bam.
Recovered per success. No advantage, don't do anything.
I should have just stuck with my first roll.
Ouch. I didn't even heal.
Oh well.
Do you have crits?
Some people did have crits.
I do
I'm
have
good.
a
I have
sudden
hella
jolt.
crits.
I would like to. I'm gonna go to cannon and.
Yeah, so as you see Cannon on the ground covered in a lot of these small cuts from the vines, and then he's currently laying on his back, pulling out barbed thorns from his chest. I believe is what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm like just on the ground, just like.
I think I was already helping him a little bit, but I failed my check. I'm gonna try to heal him again.
Okay.
Just heal 3
wound.
and 3 wounds, 3
Oh
strain.
yeah, that's right. You've got the symbol. Take 2 strain Kestis.
Back up to full.
Or did you need to heal strain?
No. Not really.
Okay, then I'm gonna not take 2 strain, but you can heal 1 strain.
Okay, perfect. Is there anything cool over there?
I haven't had a chance to look. Now that the dust is kind of settled, is there anything around?
Make for me.
Perception?
Yep. As you do a quick
Oh shit.
glance over, you see kind of there was a little grouping of brush that seems to have the dirt in front of it worn down as if there's a path, and you kind of see the opening of a small like gap that kind of disappears into the ground.
Okay. I would like to relay that information. Guys, it looks like there's a area over there where the hag could have been residing. And then I would like to go over to the hag's head and put that in my backpack.
You have 1 hag's head.
I would like to skin the chimera that's like the least damaged and see if I can maybe get some of its
They're all pretty
kills.
significantly damaged, but the one that Cannon fought probably has
Just
the
had
most
some
impact
arrow
kind.
wounds,
Yeah,
right?
it's mostly arrows.
Yeah. So I'd like to scan that and see. I want to see if I can recover some of those spines, or did they shoot them all out? I know
there's
at least
just
one of them
Go ahead
shot
and
them
make
all.
a survival check for me.
Okay. Oh.
As you're looking at it, it at first you thought it looked like it was an okay hide, but it was more than just arrows. As it like crashed and hit the ground, there's some bone stabbing through the pelt, and as it slid down and went in towards the razor vines, there's a lot of small cuts, and it seems as if most of the spines are broken from the fall and the fight.
Yeah, they're just nothing really of. I don't think there's anything of use on these chimeras.
Yeah.
I don't know if we bother. How big are their heads?
They are like the size of a lion head, because it's a lion head but with spiny mane.
Do we want to take the head?
That's a big head.
It is a big head.
It's a big head.
How big? I'm still
Maybe
laying
it
down.
could fit on a big horse.
Still laying down.
God.
Yeah, we have the 1 head.
How big is it?
so big. I would like to pull out the tablet and assess the direction in which it is drawing towards.
Okie doke.
Do I have the tablet, or does
You have
Cassis
it.
have it? Okay,
No,
I
you
have
have
it. Okay.
So as you pull out the tablet,
Nice.
now it's different. It feels different than it did before. You don't have to focus as much. It feels like it's almost thrumming with an energy, and the signal's much stronger than it's ever felt before. It kind of leads you over towards the hole, or towards the direction of the brush where the hole is.
Do I see the hole? Do I know of the hole? Cassis told us about the
Cassis
hole.
told you about the hole.
And I'd be headed in that way after I grab the hag head.
Okay. I guess I'll just holler at Cassis. Hey, buddy, wait up.
Oh.
I'll kind of like jog up next to him, and I'm gonna say that this tablet's drawn to the hole.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but
As he approaches, you'd be able to feel before you, since you've connected with the tablet, you feel the presence of it come nearby, and it's never felt like this before.
Be alert, and I
agreed.
also raising that chimera up was impressive.
Oh yeah, I've never done that before. I didn't know I could do that.
Well, we all learned something new out here.
I don't know. The words just came to me.
Yeah, what were those words again?
I don't know if I could repeat them. I don't know.
Well, there's maybe some words to remember.
Right, so as you guys approach the hole on the ground, as you get closer, you see the brush kind of give way, and
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did we just leave Enzo asleep on the ground?
I was gonna try to
Thül's
wake him
with
up
him.
before.
Thül's
Okay.
with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cannon's just laying on the ground by himself.
I'm starting to get up now.
as you go in,
I was trying to get the last ones out of me.
the last one kind of pulls, and like your skin keeps pulling out as you pull back, and you have to like do a few pulls before you yank.
I look like I have chicken pox.
This hole opens up into it's a small decline down, and the sides are is the rocky terrain is like a small break in the ground, and the dried dirt and sandstone is pushed in, and it goes down maybe 8 feet.
Is it like a vertical drop, or is it?
No, it's a slant.
Okay.
And as you kind of go down the incline, the walls are maybe feet apart, so you have to go single file, kind of almost sideways and down in. But as you get in, there's a small kind of alcove. They're maybe 6 feet tall and covered from the rain, and there's like skins kind of in a pile. It looks kind of like a bed, and different objects kind of strewn about, broken tools made of wood, like big sharpened things like they were stabbing, or there's more of like half-made bone effigies that are small things, kind of bound together with little strips of leather and twine. Can you guys actually, as you get, make these are both magic sensitive, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Both make discipline checks for me. So, as you start getting in and closer, the feeling coming from this disc is growing and growing, and Castus, as you're going in, you start to almost feel dizzy as like the waves of power kind of pulsating off of it are starting to affect you, and your vision starts to blur, and you kind of like have to stabilize yourself against the wall. And Cap one is as you kind of see Castus affected by this, and you are feeling it well, but it doesn't seem to be affecting you as much. You follow the pull of the disc, and you find a larger rectangular tablet with similar styling of engravings on it, with a circular indent in the middle, and the pictures on this are more of a similar scene of kind of savanna and desert, rocky terrain, and at the bottom goes to the top, the savanna goes up, and there's the gap, and so the background keeps continuing on, and then at the top there's a constellation and the stars.
And with respect to the disc, how big is the tablet?
The tablet is larger. The disc was maybe 5 inches in diameter, I think.
Okay.
Tablet is maybe the size of a sheet of paper.
Okay.
Was the indent though the same size as the?
Yeah.
I want to do an experiment. I want to draw the disc closer to the tablet and just see what happens. Like,
Hold on, Capone.
does the intensity change at all?
So yeah, Cassis, you're feeling a lot of really big emanating powers going on, and you definitely feel like on the edge of something.
Yeah, Capone, I don't feel too well in here. There's some dark magic, I think.
I burst through.
Can I try to identify like
Make a
what?
discipline check for me.
Can I try to identify what this thing would be used for? Like,
Damn, the disciplined as fuck.
You got purple dice in yours, Danny.
Oh, that's because I was all fucked
Yep.
up.
oh, I had them in mind too.
Oh shit, I forgot to
Was-
fix my critical.
But I think I still need that setback, right?
No, that'll pass. That's passed.
Can I heal my critical real quick?
Not right now.
Okay.
In a moment. All right, so you feel this kind of weird sensation because you're also connected to magic in different ways, but you definitely feel something weird going on in this room as you walk in on this conversation.
Weird.
Oh, and you were checking for what?
I would like to identify, like, what sort of like, or try to figure out if I
Okay.
know what type of
Okay.
ritual this would be used for.
Make a lore check.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Okay, it feels like these two objects are wanting to be together, and the feeling you're getting is one of it's almost like a pull. Setback is you're not exactly why it's pulling, but you do know that these objects are attracting each other heavily.
Capone, I think the disc goes in this tablet, but I don't know what would happen if we do it.
Well, we can find out, can't we?
I'll do it.
Yeah, what? You want to do it? I'll do it. But if you want to do it, I'll let you do it. If you want to do it.
I mean, if you guys want to do it, I'll do it.
I want to do it. I'm ready to do it. I've got
I'm
it right
kind of ready
here.
too. Festus.
I feel uneasy about it, but
Well, maybe you should wait
I'm
outside.
outnumbered.
Well, yeah. Let me and Cap One do it then.
Okay. I step
So
back
right now,
to make
the
way.
tablet is still
whoa,
sitting on the
whoa.
ground, by the way. So the tablet's
Okay.
still on the ground. No one's picked it up yet.
Right.
before you go, should we maybe ask Belle what she thinks?
She's preoccupied right now with Enzo.
Okay.
I'd like to look around the room to see if there's anything else besides the tablet, but kind of
There's
be out of the way.
partially like made effigies and stuff like that. But there's not a lot going on in here. There's some older hides that were used as the bedding, and then different like partial effigies, similar like to the ones you saw in the cave on the way to the Appleton area.
Yeah.
But those ones were finished, and these ones are not.
Okay. I would just be watching, but if they're gonna put the disc in the tablet, I'm gonna stay kind of far, like not far back, but within sight, but not within like.
This is a small room. You guys are close together.
Okay, well, I'd be as far back as I could,
Yeah.
like
Cannon?
looming over their shoulders, like.
Cannon, why don't you pick up the tablet? I've got the disc. Pick up the tablet and
Okay.
I'm gonna say a prayer real quick before we do this, and then I would just like to basically, with all of the effigies and skin and all the crazy shit that's down here, kind of bless the room with my divinity's power. Maybe expel any wild magic that's been going on here, kind of purify the room. I don't know if that'd be utility or...
Yeah, that'd be a user utility. Go ahead and make a divine check for me.
Okay.
Like I've been using utility more. It's cool.
As you reach, being away from the night sky and the underground, it feels farther away than normal.
Did you have upgrades in your thing?
I'm aware.
Okay.
No, I did those.
Oh.
But you're able to reach out and feel the flickering magic, the feeling that comes from the night and the stars, and Dawn filled the room, and kind of almost a small shimmer goes over the room, like twinkling of stars in the night sky kind of thing. Then it fades.
I look up...
Constrained too for that.
Oh yeah, good call. I'll just take one if that's cool.
Yep.
And then I'll look up at Cannon and say, well, here goes nothing, bud. And I'll start to, put the disc in the tablet.
I'll hold it with my eyes closed, tensed up.
Alright, so you're picking it up and like presenting it to him?
Yeah, basically.
Alright. So as you lean down and pick it up and hold up the tablet, it's maybe 3 inches thick, several pounds stone. That one starts to get closer, and you start to feel, both of you, the thrumming, the pulling. As it gets close, maybe an inch away, it pops in, click, then as it starts spinning around in circles, the thing inside, and then it connects to where the animal and the pictures were upright, and then sinks in, and then the outline just disappears. Feels.
What outline?
Like the outline between the tablet and the circle.
Oh, so it like fuses together.
Yeah, it becomes the same object, and then the thrumming magic kind of stops, and then there's just kind of a soft radiance. And maybe after 45 seconds, you just feel like a little small pulse. Like a very slow heartbeat coming from it, maybe, or
Well, that was anticlimactic.
You're talking about it fused together.
Yeah, I thought something crazy was gonna happen.
What?
I don't know.
Watch us die?
Well, I'm gonna go check on Enzo.
Do you feel a pull on that cannon?
I feel like a pulse. Not really a pull, more like a push.
Any specific direction?
I don't know. I think so. I think it's just general the tablet.
You guys can. Anyone who wants to try and assess it, can you make a lore check for me?
Lore check.
Or, yeah.
Both of us?
Yeah, I guess you could do forbidden if you wanted to, Cap One.
Are you sure?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Damn. I got a triumph though.
You guys aren't quite able to decipher what's going on.
Does my triumph trigger at all?
I'll take it into account.
Okay.
Get a direction.
If it's any kind of direction or any kind of push or pull, you're not quite able to figure out what this pulsing is.
Yeah, it's just pulsing more.
And it's maybe like every 30 or 45 seconds.
Frequent, but there.
I guess I'm gonna suggest that we look around a little bit more, otherwise head back up. I mean, is there any chest or any type of like foot locker down here?
Nope.
Drawers, desks.
There's actually a foot locker, but it's closed.
No feathered hoods.
Can I open the foot locker?
Then you have to get like a site license and it was a Foot Locker joke.
Oh.
Brought to you by shoes.
It's closed. It's got like the mall chained fence in front of it that every store and every mall has now because they're all closed.
Amazon.
Alright,
Internet.
anyways. So, no, there's nothing in here. It's just the furs and the partial stuff. I think Cassis is probably left.
Yep.
He's gone back up.
Do you want to hold on to that tablet?
And sure.
Okay. Keep it safe.
Leave it with the knowledge of one guy.
We're not sure
So
what it does
Cannon's
yet.
got all of the rocks.
Yeah.
Cannon does have all the rocks. He's a rock keeper.
He's the guy who gets the rocks.
Oh yeah. Well, let's
Alright.
get out of here. I'm sure the horses are thirsty.
So as you go back up, Bella, probably at this point, you've been able to rouse Enzo from his exhausted nap.
Ooh, can I heal my crit?
Try how?
It's a purple.
So you're healing on yourself with what?
Can I use magic? Oh no,
Can.
it takes a different roll, doesn't it?
Yes.
Upgrades when you're trying to heal your own crit.
Yeah, it's-
Difficulty goes up.
I'll just put my dice in.
Okay, I cleared my pool. Alright, you're able to get it healed. Alright, so as they come back up, Enzo kind of wakes up, and that was not the easy one.
No, but I'm
You're muted.
Or you cut out.
no, I'm not muted. I said I'm glad that you made it out. It was a close fight.
You've been
Worried.
closer before. You know, it's always this way. Get in, have a few scratches, and then get up, and they all die. He's shaking. You can probably tell without a roll.
Yeah.
He's kind of shaking, but he's like, "Oh no, it's fine. Everything's totally fine."
Look like you almost died, Enzo.
Ah. I knew I would be taken. The knighthood sticks together, no?
That's right. Yeah, we got you.
Alright, so what do you guys plan here? Where are you going? What's the move?
I think we would head back to the horses in the cart.
Yeah.
We have the hag head.
Yep.
And I wouldn't instruct Cannon at some point to be like, just maybe hold that tablet and I don't know, keep it in sight at least, and then probably just load up and start making our way back to Sutton for the cash in.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, so you guys head back the few hours hike and get some probably afternoon, so you get some traveling done, and you're resting, and there'll probably be a few nights here. Is there anything specific you guys want to do other than, I assume, like pass the healing rock around?
And maybe the tablet, just study it, see if anything changes on our way back to Sutton.
Okay.
Should we boil the hag's head?
Oh,
Dude.
we need it as proof.
I know.
Wait, did you take a chimera head or no?
No.
So if you want to try and figure out the tablet, make a some type of knowledge, lore, or forbidden check for me. Is anyone who wants to?
Fucking do one.
Hey, are you gonna set the difficulty?
Yes, I have the difficulty.
Damn. Getting there.
It's getting more familiar as you guys spend more time with it. So
Knowledge lore.
Bell, probably you wouldn't be able to since it's more magic. You're not really versed in any magic. But from the conversation they're talking about, you don't feel the feelings, but you're hearing what they're talking about, but it doesn't seem to give you any hints or ideas.
I don't know anything about it.
Please.
After maybe yeah, you have stuff in yours.
Yeah.
Cap one.
You want me to re-roll it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
It's a significantly different roll, so.
That's a lot.
Okay. But after a few days with it and some frustration, passing it around and Cannon taking a look and just kind of having conversations around the campfire at night, discussing what it could be, the constant kind of feel to it. Feel every day, all day, it's that constant 30 to 45 second pulse, and then it's just like wave you almost feel pass out and head outwards into the world. And you think on it for maybe 3 or 4 days as you guys begin traveling again, and the fourth day about noon, you on the road, and Piston and out of body Sky Coleman are pulling the carriage along. You're sitting in the back. Standard scene of Cassius up front, Cannon with him, Bell and Enzo sitting inside, you in the corner, leaning against the wall, thinking about it with this tablet in your hand. You feel it again. Boom. And instead of this time it's trying to take you somewhere or lead you somewhere, it's calling. It's trying to lead something else. More of a beacon.
Uh-oh.
What, Cap 1?
I think this is a beacon. Like, like a lighthouse. But magical instead of physical.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. Just it. Have you ever seen a lighthouse? It's a pulse that goes out every couple of seconds.
Honestly, I don't even really know what a lighthouse is.
I know what a lighthouse is.
Bell, can you
You
explain
don't know
to him
what a
what
lighthouse is,
is?
Castus?
I've never even seen the ocean.
structure on the shore, on the ocean, on the beach, that at night they light it to keep the boats from crashing into the shore because they can't see it.
Oh.
So it keeps
So-
them a safe distance away.
Okay,
If
so
it's acting like a lighthouse, it might be giving a signal to something out in the distance.
what could it be signaling?
Ships?
If I had to take a stab at the dark, I'd say the last hag.
But I'd guess.
Do you think the hag will come to us?
I mean, we haven't seen one out of its den.
Maybe
But,
maybe it acts as a signal that she'll find.
what was
like,
that?
Maybe it acts kind of like a beacon, but more in the sense of a tracking device. So the hag kind of knows where we're at. Instead of, I don't think she'll come to us. She wouldn't.
It seems like the hags have found their own little dens and kept to themselves. I don't think one would go hunting.
Maybe it's some kind of device to signal them if they're in trouble or something, and
Let
they
me-
need to unite.
Well, they're not going to unite now. But imagine what you would do if you found out that your sister had been slain, Castus.
Well, I would
This is
have
kind
the
of
head.
the same thing. I mean, they pack in threes. They're sisters essentially.
You have a point. Do you think this last one's out for vengeance?
Could be. Let's just get to Sutton and get our reward. We'll head to the Imperial City.
Well,
Unless something with the tablet changes. Otherwise, we must press forward.
this
I don't know
Sergeant
why I said
Majors
forward
did
like
say, did give us the instructions of 1,000 silver per hag's head,
Mm-hmm.
and if we have a beacon, and this third one's looking for us, supposedly, what if we set a trap?
What if you used your fancy magic to duplicate those hags' heads? We could tell them we found a whole den of them.
I don't
That's such a bell thought.
think I know how to,
Somebody's gotta try it.
know how
You
to
don't think
do
they'll
that.
notice? You don't think they'll- Even I would notice that.
I think we could talk them into it.
I've never seen magic do that.
Still have the other hag skull.
Yep.
I think you turned it in.
No. We
We
didn't.
boiled it.
Yeah.
We can get some money out of it. Then we can tell them to boil this hag's head, and they'll probably look alike.
Could try.
I
think
want to
it'd be-
try to
I
replicate
think we
the
could talk
hag's
to them
head.
about it and say, look, I want to try to replicate the hags' heads. Get like 14 of them bitches.
Yeah, you guys really had them hags in deep. I had to
We
go in
did.
and dig them right out.
It
But there were
was-
several.
Crazy.
Them not boys is at it again.
I don't think I'd feel too comfortable lying to somebody higher ranked than me.
Listen, Castus,
think-
this is for the good of us all.
No, it's not, though. Literally, every place we go, we cause trouble.
This is not causing trouble in
This is
any
stealing.
way.
This is stealing, and you
I love it.
I think it's more fraud.
It's more. Yeah.
What's fraud? Who said that?
I feel like it is more fraud.
He would know. Yeah, Enzo would know. He was a pirate.
That's technical, I guess.
I'm just joking, guys. We're not gonna do that.
Awkward laugh.
I
Just joking.
Since nobody else is as enthused about the possibility. I don't want to come off as crazy.
You leave that to me, Bell.
Belle's secret crazy. We haven't seen much.
No one's figured out that she's super crazy yet. No one saw her bite the head off a spider in the woods.
So,
Alright.
what do you guys think?
Well, I'm gonna take a nap.
All right.
But I'm down to just go back to Sutton, collect our cash. If we need anything with that, we'll get it, and then we'll probably go to Imperial City.
Okay.
Or
What do you guys think
maybe
about?
maybe we can get information on where the other hag is. Not being near. The other one wasn't too.
That's a
That's
good
true.
idea. What would you guys think about asking the guards for any other local bounties if they have any criminals that are on the loose or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm very much behind that, Bill. Would much rather
Turn
do that
ourselves
than
in.
commit fraud.
That was just a funny joke.
Oh, I still don't quite understand your Jawarian humor yet.
Yeah. Haha. Forced laughter.
Yeah, I get what you
Awkward.
know, Bell.
Awkward silence.
That was a good one. Alright, what are you guys doing?
We also
I'm gonna-
should talk about what we're gonna do with the money that we get.
We'll split it up 5 ways, and we do
Go shopping again?
each our own money.
Okay. I like that idea.
Okay.
1,000 gold split 5 ways is not that much money, so it is good
200
for
silver?
some. That's what I said.
Could we put it into a group pool and buy more stuff with it? Is there anything that we need?
I think I
Fine.
could use an upgrade in armor. This leather stuff it's good, but it's not the best.
You look terrible.
Yeah, that too.
I wouldn't mind going to a
Love it.
tanner or a smith. Go with you, Tap.
Okay. Alright then, new sets of gear for everybody. Once we get back to Sutton.
Be okay, I think like yours well kept.
I'm pretty good. I don't know, like, would there be any, like, perk buying, like, some new shoes or something?
Like gear perk?
Yeah.
Like, are you like mechanical perk? No.
Okay.
You can. Not like the fine cloak you're wearing.
That's what I was asking, like, if there would be something like that. I think I'm good then on the gear, as far as, like, armor and stuff.
As
think
we're
we should-
traveling like at night and stuff, I would be trying to, teach Nimbus basic commands.
Okay, make a survival check for me.
Damn it.
He's still got that puppy energy. And he's basically right when you think it's going well, and he's like, you're building the bond, but you necessarily wouldn't think that the listening part is all the way there yet. You can tell that he really likes you, and he's growing on you a lot, and you're growing on him. But a lot of times he ends up just like phasing through stuff when you're trying to get him to do stuff, or he'll like run and jump through you a few times because he thinks it's fun. Like, I'll run
Picturing
through
him
your
just like
legs.
in the backpack and then just going out. Just like, go, come back.
Yeah, that's basically what that happens a lot.
Just like,
Like the worst. You cannot contain this puppy. Alright, anybody else want to do anything? You guys are going to Sutton?
mm-hmm.
Alright, so a few more days pass. Actually, that's a good time for a break too, but we'll pick up when you guys get to Sutton.
Okay.
I need to get some water.
Yeah, me too. BRB ski. Ugh.
And we are back. We're back.
We are back.
So on the way back, you guys can heal all your wounds and strain. We have plenty of time for coming back together and healing and general first aid. It's maybe been a week on the road. If you're traveling, finding your way back the way you went and getting through the sand, especially after the fight, getting through that sand dunes and the desert part's hard, and cart would have gotten stuck a few times, and it would have been overall a pretty annoying journey. But we picked up with you guys right into Sutton, this mining town perched on the side of this big chasm. Smell of melting metals in the air, tanning the ammonia of tanning hides. Big place. You guys are rolling in. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the bank, if there is such a bank.
I would
the
take.
bounty.
Yeah, I'd go to Fort Bane and turn in the Hag's Head.
Ask if they have any others too. Like if there's any criminals, like we said.
Alright.
And I'll go to either like a tanner or smither, kind of. I have a hard point on my thing, so I kind of want to see what are my options.
On what thing?
My armor.
Okay.
My stealth armor.
Alright, so we can go first to. We're going 3 different ways. We can first go. Who's taking what? I guess it doesn't matter. So you guys split up in a manner. There's horses and a carriage involved, but you figure it out.
Drop it at the same inn that we were at last time, right?
Griffiths.
Griffiths, yeah.
There you go.
So someone pay the 3 silver if you're doing the same deal you did last time for the 3 rooms. And we'll pick up as Cass is heading in for Fort Bane.
Yep, Fort Bane. Sergeant Major in the group.
Daniel Simon. Sergeant Major Simon. Probably like to get his first name. So you enter back in, looking rather road weary, dusty from the road. Your chainmail dirty, dust on your boots, your sword over your back, and carrying at this point a reeking bag. Week-long, partially sun-baked, partially decaying, fly-maggoty hag head in a burlap sack, almost equivalent, I think.
My backpack.
You've got a backpack. Okay, so your backpack's probably kind of gross now.
Yeah, I might get a new one.
You get in there and you're able to talk to some of the people and get an audience with Sergeant Major Daniel.
Sergeant Major?
Hello there. How did the hunting go?
Successful.
That's so.
And yes, we located the hag, and I have the head here that you asked for, and
hand it over. Let me see. He kind of takes the bag and opens the top, and she kind of leans in to look. You see him pull back for a second.
Yes, sorry about the smell.
Kind of leans back in and moves it through the bag a little bit. Very well. Done well, soldier.
Thank you.
And then he kind of, I don't need to take the head, I suppose. We can burn it for you, though, if you wish.
Yes. Please.
Quartermaster. A man comes up. Yes, sir. Take this and get 1,000 silver for me. Right away. Goes away, and you see him take the bag and dump it out into basically like the burning fire for a forge on the back. Dumps it in. Lets it start cooking.
Gross.
And then goes back, disappears for a few minutes. Back with a bag, a coin purse. Yeah. He brings back the backpack and coin purse.
Thank you, Sergeant Major. My group was also wondering if there was anything else we could help with, or if you've maybe had any issues with bandits, or another bounty would be good. We seem to be a good team for disposing of evil threats.
Yes, I can see that. The banditry has been on the rise in the south. Growing tensions with are always causing more bandits crossing the border, pillaging our highways. You were able to eventually bring in some bandits, proof of their banditry. Suppose you could mercenary of sorts. Since you've done such good work, I'll give you a writ of the kingdom. Certified bounty hunter. Kingdom of Corrin.
Awesome. Oh. Is there a patch or something involved?
I love it.
Yeah, do we get some coats?
And he calls over the same quartermaster. I need the paperwork for a mercenary bounty hunter group. More than one of you, isn't there?
There's
What is your mercenary band?
We are the Knighthood.
Kind of looks at you for a second. Oh, okay, very well. Get this. It brings back. It's like a small scroll. It's stored in like a scroll, like a metal tube, and they pull it out and they flatten it out and see him. It's a pre-written document.
No K at the start of the.
I see
the word.
And he scribbles down knighthood. Then if you could write the name of the group, the name of the members.
You can't write.
I don't like this at all.
No,
You gonna use those names?
all of the names.
These are written down
I know. No, I
in your
mean,
book.
I know those. I have those names. I'm in character.
Oh, I thought you were trying to remember the
No, I have that.
fake. Okay.
Got him.
Okay. Sorry. Carry on.
I don't think I know all of their surnames.
Well, I suppose whatever they go by will do for now.
Okay.
Add them later.
Yes, of course. When do you need this by?
Right now, I'm going to seal it for you.
Oh, okay.
So you like filling out paperwork right now.
Okay.
So like you scribble down, what are you writing for their names, basically, is what I'm asking. You're being asked for the membership of the knighthood on an official Kingdom of Corrin documentation that certifies you as the right to collect and chase bounties and as a like an official mercenary group of the kingdom.
Yeah, Cassis might want to get a new copy of that fucking paperwork.
He's there alone. No one went with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. At the top. Shit, what is my?
And he's written down the mercenary group of, and there's like a gap between the words, and he wrote the knighthood. And it like has a spot for leader and then members.
Well, I was the leader at some point, and then it turned it. Long story. Well, I'm here. At the top, First Sergeant Castus Nix of the something outpost. I can't find my note for that.
So you put you would know that the retired title. So they go by honorable. So you'd go by honorable first sergeant, which basically means that you're not active anymore, but you were discharged, like full honorable discharge, and it's still considered it's a sign of respect. So your title once you've retired is honorable first sergeant.
I didn't like really retire. It was more like a leave.
You could be like conscripted at any
Yeah.
point. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. I basically have saved up a bunch of sick days.
Not quite how the military goes, but that's fine. We don't care about
Yeah.
that right now.
Well, like they you know how they
yeah,
do.
no,
they,
it's fine. No, you're yeah.
they do
you've
2
got a
years. I was in for
special-
10, and then I did well over my stay. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah,
take some time off.
everything's kosher,
Cool.
official, and everything is great, and all the documents check out except for this one. What's it say?
Okay. First Sergeant Castus Nix at the very top.
Yep.
Under leader,
Mm-hmm.
and under that, is somebody like watching me intently?
He's standing in front of you, watching it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you're standing there, and the guy who brought it up, like they don't know why this wouldn't just go down totally normally, so they're just like, yeah, sign it. And then he's like, you look around, they've got like the little wax seals and stuff like around, like officially approve it.
I feel terribly uncomfortable signing everyone's name here, but does it require their own signature, or can I
No,
sign?
it's a group, it's a membership list.
Okay, just a
It's
list.
a list of members of the. Yes.
Okay. Next, Cannon. What is his last name? Might have written this one down. Wow,
And
I
then-
have his last name.
Undead zombie man.
Cannon Soul. And next is a Cap 1. I think I know how to spell that. No idea. It's just he's a one-word name. Next, Bell.
Like Regis.
Not true.
Yes, exactly like Regis. I don't think she ever told me her last name.
I don't mean to butt into your business, First Sergeant, but it sounds as if you've not quite done the vetting you need on your mercenary band.
You know, it's been a long ride. As you can see, I'm very
Where are you coming from?
I'm murdering that hag.
He kind of just like looks at you for a second, and he goes, "Right."
Sorry, I came right here. I haven't even taken a shower or any.
Yeah,
anything.
it appears that way.
Yeah, sorry for the smells.
Plural smells.
Bell,
sorry for the cornucopia of smells that I've brought to you. Dude, this is actually.
Hold on, I did write this
This
down.
is
I
real
whipped out my
time how
little
long
note-
it's taking to sign this document
Yes,
as you're
yes,
going through your journal. Yeah.
Hold on, I have in my okay. Oh no, Bell waiter, and then
It seems like a strange name.
yep, and then she's not Carinian.
Hmm.
You know, different cultures. You know.
Should have just left it at different. He's different.
And then the fifth one, newest edition actually. Enzo. Enzo. He goes by Enzo, and then in the middle here, he goes by. I don't. This is self-proclaimed. I don't call him that. It is Enzo Dick Butt. I don't know what those words mean from where he's from, but
Dick butt.
well, I call him Enzo, but he...
It's his actual name.
Correct, that's why this is in quotations.
I see.
Yes.
That's why this one's a God damn it.
Alright, so after that, there's
Actually, no, I'm just gonna erase those quotations, and I think that might just be his surname. He says it so much.
I see. After that, he hands the paper to the guy next to him who has another piece of paper, and he writes a copy of it. And then they take stamps, and like they stamp everything, put on the wax seal, make it all official, do the thing where it like leaves the imprinted thing in the paper. You know. And then he gives you a small copper tube that he rolls it up, puts it in, puts a cap on, and hands it to you.
Nice.
This is your official documentation as a mercenary of the Carinian Empire, and you're a writ to allow you to search for bounties in the name of the kingdom.
Thank you.
We'll get the paperwork sent to Korn and have copies sent, so in the official Carinian records.
Thank you.
To mercenary company, the Knighthood.
Correct. Now, is there any bounties for us for a first official business?
I don't have any more here. It's mostly this hag problem, which you seem to have fixed.
Yes, one of my members, which I have just written down, says they come in threes, and we have taken care of 2, so...
Well, that's concerning, but I offered the same deal if you bring another. As far as other bounties, though, I don't have any more.
Well, Sergeant Major, you have yourself a deal, and thank you.
He kind of salutes you and gives you the dismissed kind of.
And I dismiss myself.
All right, you're on your way. We'll go over who's doing what.
I think me and Cap One are looking for an armorer or something.
Yep.
Okay, so you'll be able to find that really easily. Big, industrious place, lots of forges and stuff like that. I'm looking for a name.
Can we ask around for one that is good quality but cheap?
What was the one that I gave you guys last time?
The fair?
Sarah? It sounds right. The lady.
Camp era?
Hemp era?
The fair is the month.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I have. It's not yet the next month. That shall not be named.
Yeah, it will be named very soon.
The next month that shall not be named Pharaoh is the current month.
Toyota then?
Damn it. I'm looking here what her name is.
Look at this fat ass bag of Takis I got.
Dude,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, I would slams with Takis right now.
Like, that's how filled it is. It's so many.
That's how filled it is. They filled it. Alright, yeah, both of you can make a knowledge adventuring check.
Whoa!
I know where I'm going.
Me too!
It's this way.
Oh, thank God.
You guys get towards the industrial part of town, which is this kind of the haze of smoke from fires and forge fires and different things like that kind of fills the streets. It's pretty hot. You're in the desert and it's sunny, but there's also the heat from the fires rolling through and the smell of metals cooking, forges, molten metals, and these are perched right on the edge of the chasm at the top. Sound of ringing. Ooh, I might have a sound for this. What about this one? That's good enough. You guys hear that? I don't know how loud it is.
It's super low.
It's faint.
It's loud as hell.
You hear all the sounds of the forge and things, and it takes you a little while, but after a while, Cap One, you start to kind of get the lay of the land and see how things are going and see the quality of stores and the pricing, and after asking around for a bit, you seem to find what kind of place are you looking for?
An armory.
Like metals or like specifically?
Armor.
Like what kind of armor?
Metal armor.
Those are two different things.
No, I'll go for the metal, because I think I could
Okay.
put a metal hardpoint.
Okay. So you guys find a small shop in a young man, maybe 18 or so, hammering away on a breastplate on an anvil, just the front piece, kind of working on the curve of it. Forge fire behind him and lots of different pieces of armor around. Kind of some different things laid out around.
What are you looking for, Cap One? Just a whole new set, or?
Yeah, hey bud, how's the hammering hitting ya?
What's up?
Weird.
It's going well, I guess. Not usually. I'm not sure what you mean, really.
Good to hear. Look, I've got this leather armor here, and it's starting to fall apart a bit. I was wondering, do you do any mail work?
I haven't delivered letters in years. No, he doesn't say that.
Chain mail, buddy.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I don't know why you'd ask about letters here. Yeah.
Well, I'd hope
I mean-
if you were receiving letters here, all you do is burn them.
Again,
Fuel
burn
for the
mail.
forge.
That's a federal offense.
Oh, what's federal?
Yeah, we have some mails. Mails and what kind of mail?
Oh, the chain variety, I think. Nothing-
Chain.
Nothing fancy, just something that fits good.
Okay. He kind of puts his hammer down and walks up to you and he starts sizing you up a bit. What's your armor?
What do I have now?
What is it? Yeah.
Leather.
Just leather standard?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, this isn't gonna do much against a proper weapon.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Looks like it's pretty marked up too. What have you been up to?
Oh, hunting hags. Traveling with a caravan, just the wild stuff.
Well, I don't know what a hag is, but I didn't know caravan work was so hard.
Oh, they like to party.
So yeah, here I've got a chainmail for you. If you want that, you can bring it in a little bit here. Tighten it up. You're gonna need your pretty tiny guy. Sure you
Yeah.
want this heavy armor on you?
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Do you have child size for him?
We have some smaller sizes for some of the newer recruits, but even the smallest one I'm gonna have to shrink a bit. Really? Don't got much to you, do you?
No.
Well, I've got this chain one, and he hands up like a standard chain mail. Points over to a rack where there's a scale armor, which is another type of mail, but it's instead of the rings, it's got these small, they're like fish scales.
Oh.
You're looking for something that looks a little nicer and doesn't, potentially a little more stylish. There's a Burgundine I have in the back I can show you. So
Oh, I think I'll just take the chainmail.
I think we have some plate, but I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you can handle it.
Remember, armor with 2 soak and more is harder to cast spells in. You get to add the setback.
Yeah. So you have a setback on spell casting if you're soak or more armor.
Unless there's a talent that.
There's like a warcaster, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battlecaster, maybe.
I'm looking. See, the thing is, I'm looking at attachments for the chainmail, and I wanted to have it custom fitted, essentially.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I can bring it in for you and make it fit a little more snugly.
And what would that put me back?
I don't know, the chainmail. I have a calculator for this. One moment. I must enter things.
Uses abacus.
Yeah, he's like click, 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 click. No one has any idea what he's doing. He's just moving beads.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And then you're gonna do the fitting. And just talking to himself. Then he messes up and he shakes it like an Etch-a-Sketch. And then he starts over. Shakes the abacus like an Etch-a-Sketch to clear it. All right, make a negotiation check.
Oh!
You're shopping, my friend, and you're shopping without...
Cannon, hey!
Can I help him?
Yeah, you are standing there.
Help
You guys can
me.
do a combined check. I don't know how to talk to these people.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
You keep finger guns at him, pointing like this when you're talking about that.
Yeah. Bring it in the seams, man.
So what's your negotiation stat, Cannon?
My negotiation stat.
Yeah,
It
like
is-
the characteristic number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 3, right? It should be your presence.
Yeah, 3.
And then do you have any ranks in it?
I have 3 ranks in it.
Do you have any ranks in it, Kaplan?
And
The way
what?
combined checks normally work is you take the stat of one and the ranks of the other. So I think we'll take Kaplan's stat.
No, what is it though?
Negotiation.
Presence.
What's your
Oh
presence
yeah,
stat?
no, I don't have shit in that.
You have 0 for presence.
Well, I have 2 for presents, but
Alright, 2 presence, and then I'm going to upgrade it 3 times for the cannon helping.
can we just add a boost to his?
You'd rather have a boost than 3 upgrades? I'm
Is
gonna
there
roll
a
it
boot?
for you.
Yeah, I would have chosen the boost with his initial roll, but
No, it's you're negotiating.
Yeah, I'm just backing you up.
He's
I'm hyping you up.
He's helping and like
Okay.
coming in. So we're using
Yeah.
your negotiation stat with his ranks in it as the combined check.
Yeah.
So gotta put in we have advantage 1. Count that. That'll run you probably about. Oh, actually, let me check if there's a good triumph here for negotiation. I've got a cheat sheet. Triumph. Oh. Here's not for selling. Alright, so that'll be 855 silver. And then he puts down the abacus and shakes it again. Clear it.
oh, 855.
For the chainmail and the custom fitting, yeah.
Well, I only have 219 silver.
Yeah, that's
291.
not enough.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
not.
a bit.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're just a bit shy.
Well, I do
Do you
have this.
do you do layaways?
I do have.
No, I can't offer any kind of layaway or payment plan.
Down payment?
Non-payment plans.
Well, I have this, and I'll pull this gold bar out of my satchel and
That'll do it.
lay it on the table.
Will this work?
Well, yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah.
Ask for change, Cap One.
Yeah.
The smart negotiator in the back. Ask for change.
I mean, this is exactly how it's going. He's like, I don't have enough money. The guy is like, that's not enough money.
I'm literally just like looking around the place. I'm not even like watching what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm like turned all
You're
the
like
way
going
around.
through shelves. And you're
Yeah.
just like talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, not even turning around. Like, ask for change.
I've only got about 60 silver with me. I can give you that.
Whoa.
Well,
How about if you get a little thing extra on your armor? Cover the little bar. Would you rather have that?
let me see if there's anything else.
Can I
like-
do anything for you? You're looking around a lot, I see.
Yeah,
Do you need anything?
yeah, I'm kind of interested to kind of fill up part of my armor. Just maybe
Okay.
give me an advantage on something. Or, I don't know. Just looking around.
And you have stealth armor on?
Yeah, I have the stealth one.
Ooh.
I kind of want to make...
Do you have the hat on?
No, that's in the cart.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why?
Because if you have the hat on, you have the hat on.
Oh.
You have the hat on. Or
I have the hat on?
It's in a bag.
Oh.
There's an add-on called Intimidating Visage. To an armor hardpoint.
Oh.
And I kind of want to put it on the hat just as a GM, but you don't have to.
A hat on? Like my like hag's hood thing?
Yeah, the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Batman hood.
Yeah, the Batman hood.
Oh. No, like I wouldn't be wearing it. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I could take deflective plating, but I'm short 9 silver.
Where are you guys looking this up?
The spreadsheet on the Google Drive
Okay.
has attachments tab at the bottom.
Ooh. Intimidating visage. Visage. Visage.
equipment?
Visage.
Shoulder equipment
It's
stuff?
Levy Visage.
It's 236 price, which is very specific.
Hey man, it's 236 silver.
So there's 150 left. So that'd put it at, what is that, 86? Yeah, it'd be 86.
Hold on.
Ooh, and what do I get from selling my leather to them?
So
Or is that
that would
included
come
in-
out. That would come out to. He gets the advocates back out. 1,079 silver.
So I give him the gold piece and 79 silver. Yeah. And the leather armor.
Okay. He just takes the leather armor.
He can have it. It's a piece of shit.
Alright, so he kind of gets the chainmail for you, and it's a full, kind of short-sleeved, chainmail vest. He attaches a little coif for you. So he puts that on, and then he goes down the chainmail and he starts to kind of remove links. He starts breaking them and then hammering together new links with pins in them, bringing it in so it's not as big and baggy, and he's taking off some of the material to lighten it a bit. Basically make it less loosey-goosey. So you have a chainmail armor with the intimidating visage and the custom fitting. So
What is it? +1 success to.
is you remove a setback from the. So chainmail by itself adds a setback to stealth and athletic checks, or stealth.
It's both athletics and stealth.
Yeah. So this basically gets rid of that.
Right. And then
And
I
then
can
the-
modify it once more later to get rid of a second.
No, you're
Setback
out of
die.
hard points. Chainmail has 2 hard points, and you just use both of them.
No, modifying adds a hard point.
No.
No,
can
I didn't
modify
think
it.
so. I can modify the attachment for another setback removal. It
I
would
don't
take
understand modification then.
Okay. I can do that. You modify the attachment, and it gives you an additional.
But like,
It costs silver, and you have to make a mechanics check to do it properly.
And you have a chance to break it.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Where's? I guess it doesn't matter right now.
No,
Are you planning on doing it right now?
no.
Okay. I won't bother looking it up then. Alright, so yeah, but you're 2 of 2 hard points. It does 2 soak. And he kind of changes the coif to have a. He pads your shoulders a bit, make them spikier. It fits well, and it adds a little bit of like, this guy seems to. Having well-fitting armor makes people think you know what you're doing. Makes you seem more dangerous.
I mean, I'm just gonna put my robes back on over it. Essentially, my white, long, wizard, flowy bullshit. That
Okay.
doesn't do anything, but
Yep.
I'm done.
There's 3 encumbrance for the chainmail. You're tracking your encumbrance as well.
Yeah, I'm very close to my threshold. I need to put some stuff on the cart for sure.
But okay, that's all. Happy doing business with you.
Oh, thanks, bud. Fits well. I feel like I can move pretty good.
I took a little extra time.
Looks good on you, Cap One.
Oh, thanks, bud. Not as good as your hood does, though.
I haven't have it on. Thanks.
Are you gonna get something?
No. Kind of low on funds, so I think I'll just wait until we get.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. Because,
Okay.
if you guys are done,
Bye.
he goes back to hammering on the anvil.
You said it was
Alright.
176,
1079.
9.
79. Okay.
All right, who's what? Is there another thing happening?
Yeah, I would head.
Well, go.
Shopping episode.
I would just head back to Scriffith.
Yeah, you can do that. You can use silver for some food, silver for some wine if you want to get a little.
Actually, can I pick up a couple bottles of whiskey? Just from like a.
I think that's
place.
on there.
From the bunnies down the road.
Yeah.
The Cranian whiskey bottle I have is 25 silver.
Damn. Get 2 bottles of that.
All right. You just want to roll a negotiation check for me? And so, 47.
Nice.
It's not an expensive item, but you got actually just 45. You got that extra 5 silver off.
Oh yeah.
We made a cost calculator. I'm going to use it.
Oh yeah. That's what's there for. Alright, 2
So
bottles.
those do have on consumption, easy resilience check to resist drunkenness. Add difficulty with each drink.
Ooh.
We'll say a bottle has 8 drinks. Is that like a fifth I'm picturing? Does that sound reasonable enough? Sure.
Yeah.
You could pass the bottle around a little bit.
8 drinks and a 5th.
Yeah.
Figure your drink. Are you chugging on that?
I'm sorry, do you want to have a bottle and roll for it 90 times? I just figure enough to get a few people drunk. We'll call it 5.
5 drinks.
5 people's worth. Pass a bottle around, you get a nice buzz. Someone might be drunk.
Like in my college days, yeah.
Dude, Danny, we split so many fifths.
Like in one night.
Yeah. That was our move. Bacardi Limon.
What are you feeling today? Bacardi, tequila?
That's a good level of drunk. Split a 5th with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have these on like Bacardi Limon several times. That was our favorite.
Dude, Bacardi Limon with the fucking Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
That was our combo.
That was our move.
It is unrelentingly
Pleasant.
vicious and yeah.
But I would just be heading to
Griffiths?
Griffiths and sitting at the bar
Alright,
and eating.
is anyone else not going back to Griffiths?
I am not.
I'd be waiting. I would hopefully try to find everyone to give them
I
their share of
assume
money.
you guys had a chat about. You didn't just walk in and everyone walk in different directions and have no conversation.
No.
So we'll assume that you guys said we'll meet up at Griffiths after we're going to run some errands.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna head over there after Cap 1 and
All right. Well, we'll do. Belle, what are you doing?
I want to try and find a place where I can trade my gold ingot in for 1,000 silver, and then I'm gonna take Enzo with me and go find a place.
Enzo
Take a
is
bath.
going with you. You're not taking him.
I'm taking it.
He is going with you to take a bath. You're finding a bathhouse.
I want to
too?
find a bank if such a thing
Yeah,
exists.
yeah. Make a knowledge and venturing check.
Oh boy.
So,
I don't know.
Belle, what are your plans in town?
I need to get some money. I don't have any actual silver.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to find a bank that I know is somewhere somehow.
Oh.
That one dice coming in hot.
Enzo can't do it.
Damn, dude, he's got a double upgrade.
Is that right? That's not right.
Enzo's knowledge of adventuring is small.
It's the same as mine.
How is it small? He's been like everywhere.
Yeah, he's not good at it though. He's just that guy that's like, I don't know, it always works out.
I usually have Google Maps. I don't know.
He was everywhere, but he wasn't the one doing the navigating.
Yeah, he
or
wasn't
anything.
like, we need to find this. Yeah, I don't know where we find that. It was like, oh, they brought us to the place with that. Dope.
Yeah.
I'm great at talking to people.
He's a guy in the backseat in a road trip. Yeah.
Yes, I think that is a good idea. So after maybe a little while looking around, I don't know how actively you're looking, but Enzo's not looking very hard. He seems to just kind of be there strolling. You're able to find a bank.
Good.
The Carinian Trade Guild has a bank thing.
The bank thing.
They have a banking thing. You can go to the Trade Guild and you know there's a network
Yeah.
that goes around all of Corin.
Okay, so I want to do that. I want to turn my
Alright.
and see if I can get 1,000 silver for it.
Alright. Make a negotiation check.
I might have a talent for this.
Yeah, so as you go into the bank, there's a trade guild, and you go in, and there's
Oh, I do.
multiple counters of people who are talking to different people, and we're doing paperwork and things, and you go in and approach and ask about trading in this ingot for cash. And
I'm gonna use congenial. Downgrade the difficulty by 1.
okay. Go for it.
Think I downgraded it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Why is... I don't know...
Was it the right roll?
I know, but the price when selling is showing up as a 0.
Because it didn't succeed the check?
Because you can't sell it?
Well, when you... There's a couple different ways you can do it.
I put 1 success in, and it says you can sell it for 230. This is some Podstars bullshit.
No.
Well, the thing is, we didn't
We've not been doing that.
we didn't do that with the other ingots.
Yeah, so that's my bad on consistency, but we'll call it after this. Selling something, you do have to succeed. And it's gonna be some cutthroat Podstars rules, apparently.
Well, like selling stuff, yeah, to other places is way different.
I'm gonna have to make a profit on this. Best I can do. Best I could do is 237 silver. But
Yeah.
since we haven't done that, here's 1,000 silver.
That's gonna be a no.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog. I'm not gonna make the difficulty as hard. I thought it was just gonna.
Settings.
So if you don't, yeah.
The calculator is for like not only negotiating but also finding a spot and negotiating the price. So it's like if you wanted a quick shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you failed it, it's like you weren't able to find it in this town, but
Okay. So take your 1,000 silver, and we'll learn from that. We'll have a lesson learned here, and from now on, we'll try and follow more rules.
Catch
We've
us
only been
next
playing-
week on Better
We've only
Luck
been
Next
playing
Time.
for over a year, and still don't really know.
Yeah, that's okay.
We're killing it. I think we're killing it.
We're killing it.
All right, so you sold that, and you have 1,000 silvers. You want to do anything else before going back to Griffiths?
Go find a place to take a bath.
Oh, that's
Get
right.
clean up my clothes and stuff. I'm
Take a
sure it's
knowledge.
gross.
Make a knowledge adventuring check.
Oh,
for me
boy.
again.
Again.
Until it doesn't know.
Doesn't know shit, dude.
So I bet then. I didn't know
I
you'd be so.
definitely know. That's my forte, apparently.
Where are we going?
The bathhouse or whatever the
He kind of looks at you. I did not expect this to be so
the-
forward.
equivalent is.
I don't. Making a cool check real quick.
Oh, he
He's all
fucking-
stammering. He's just I did not oh wow. Didn't know this was your kind of wow.
Wow.
we're on the way.
The bathhouse, huh?
Let's go. We're on the
I
way.
didn't bring my my shower shorts.
Is he a never nude?
A never nude?
I
Is that
didn't
what you
know
just said?
you are being so forward with me. I knew things were hopefully going well, but I didn't expect this.
I think we're just trying to get clean at this point, Enzo.
Of course, yes, of course. But I don't know what you thought was you were
Good
thinking.
dog.
No.
You dirty dog.
So, after a while, you're able to get to the bathhouse.
Whatever that equivalent is.
Yeah, they have bathhouses where you can get warm baths pulled, and basically you get private rooms. That's probably 5 silver for them to launder, wash your clothes, and you go in and.
Seems like a good deal.
Oh. But yeah, so you're able to do that. Enzo does the same because you're both fresh, clean, shampooed. You got soap.
Nice.
And heading back.
Yep.
So Castus there, you get the rooms at Scriffith's, put the horses in the stable. A little bit later, Cannon and Cap1 stumble in.
Yeah.
Cap1 in a new set of armor. Seems to fit. He looks good in it. You're surprised. Most people who don't that small don't look good in the chainmail, but it seems to.
Cap1, you look good.
Hey, we're brothers now, huh?
Yeah, chainmail.
Huh?
I want
Best
to be
armor.
brothers.
Now that everyone's here, I turned in the hag head, and
Nice.
here's everybody's 200 silver.
There.
Even you, Enzo.
Oh, that is so kind. Thank you.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having the first job with you as a group.
Yes.
Yeah. Quite
And
effective.
there was no more bounties currently, and except for that third hag. If we that's another 1,000 silver if we can bring that hag in.
We'll find it eventually.
Yeah, I think so.
Perhaps I should ask around the other travelers if they've heard any trouble on the road.
I think that would be a good idea. Cap1, you should maybe keep to yourself tonight.
Not get absolutely drunk. Make a fool of yourself.
I did pick up.
You guys turn around and Cap1 standing there with a beer in his hand already.
I did pick up some whiskey, Cap1, for the road.
Just looking like,
Yeah.
what?
So just as a rule here, any food you want or drinks, just get rid of a silver, and you can have as many as you want to pay for.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some food and a drink.
I want all the food, so I'm gonna toss in like 3 silver.
Cannon comes back with just
Smash.
plates of like smoked meats, bacon, loaves of, like
bacon.
loaf of bread, a nice stew. Like he's set. He comes back with all kinds of stuff. There's like a meat pie.
Dang.
What are you guys having?
I spent
I'm gonna get some bacon and some bread or something, and I don't know, whatever's good, and a drink.
All right, so you guys, are you any goals in this end? Are you just having a nice night as a team
I want to talk to some people
after
in
a
here if they've heard
successful
of any.
journey?
I want to see if they've heard of any troubles on the road.
Okay.
From animals or otherwise.
Okay. Arm.
Like on the road to the south. I'm gonna congenial and downgrade it.
Yep.
Go face go.
Wait a minute, I might have something else that I can
After
do
you,
there.
after you kind of assess the room and look around, you find a group of 3. They look seemingly road weary like yourselves, having a similar night to what you guys are having. Just getting together, happy to be somewhere with a warm bed and hot food. And you're chatting with them for a little bit. They seem to have come from Imperial City, and they heard rumors of some bandits, but they didn't encounter any, and there doesn't seem to be much going on between here and Imperial City. So it was a pretty easy journey.
That's all that I really wanted to know.
All right. Anyone else?
I'm just gonna eat up all my food. And
Do you have any? Yeah.
grab one.
Huh?
Do you have extra paper and like a quill or something?
I don't believe so. Would that have come with my alchemist's tools?
No.
No? Then probably not, no.
Estes?
Justice explicitly bought that.
What, Kevin?
Do you happen to have an extra piece of parchment and quill with some ink?
No extra ink, but you could borrow my quill and ink. How many pieces of paper?
Just one.
You need? Just one?
Yeah.
I go in my notebook and I rip out a page and hand it.
Thank you. Kind of full. You guys can finish whatever's left. There's still a bunch of food left.
Okay, yeah. You get like several bites out of each of them, but like there's a little bit of everything left.
And then I'll take the stuff and I'll go over to an empty booth or an empty table. Just write a little bit of something on the paper, fold it up, and kind of stuff it down my shirt or my pockets.
Okay. There's probably lots of little spots in this armor. Because it's pretty fine armor you're wearing.
Yeah.
Little pouches or like
Oh, okay.
gaps to put it in or something. Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't take it for the night? You just like wrote?
Yeah,
gave
just
it back
real
to me.
quick, and then I brought it
Okay.
back to you.
All right. If nothing else, we can have the night finish. Go on. Cap One, how heavily are you drinking? Is anyone watching Cap One?
I am.
I would have
So,
had maybe 2 or 3 beers, but would have taken Castus's advice and turned in probably earlier than normal.
Felt like I needed to ask.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm glad you did.
Well, like in our conversation, I was like, we're traveling in the morning, and I picked up 2 bottles of this, and I show them the 2 bottles of whiskey. Like, we've got stuff for the road, so don't it's not a don't drink. It's like a let's not drink right now.
Yeah, I gotcha.
We'll
Well,
get
like I said, I probably had
later.
Yeah.
I probably had like 3 or 4 beers and then went upstairs. So nothing.
I was like, I got some good stuff. Okay, here we go. Really properly hammered.
So, and where are you guys planning on going as a group? Do you need to figure that out?
I don't think so. I think we're all in agreement of heading south to the Imperial City.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I thought that was a
Right,
opposing.
just want to check. You guys are able to have a nice warm meal, lay down. Belle and Enzo are clean and laundered.
We need to take a quick break here.
Oh, you need to think about it?
I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Good to know. It's on
We will
stream for
be
the
back
record.
shortly.
Potty break?
Yeah.
Break.
Thank you.
Break. And
Human
we're
Torch
back.
was denied a bank loan. Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Vocal warm-ups, vocal warm-ups.
Toothpaste.
The tip of the tongue, the
Red
teeth, the
leather,
lips. The tip
yellow
of the tongue,
leather.
the teeth, the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Got it.
There's satchel slowly sank. All right. We'll pick up in the morning at Scriffit's Tavern. Preparing for the road.
I would like
Just
to make one final stop.
Okay.
I would like to try to buy another horse.
What?
Yeah. On a
Are you
horse.
gonna go to?
I want to
Your
go
own
to
horse?
the,
Are you gonna go to Wagons, Dragons, and Big Red Flagons again?
Yes, sir. Yes. I just want a horse.
Oh no.
Why?
Why
Because
not?
he's not going to buy a horse.
Yeah. What's?
I'm gonna get a horse.
Did you guys are getting ready? Bell
can.
says, can we make a stop? I kind of want to buy a horse.
I'm feeling
Okay.
like dropping some money.
Where are you stopping?
Dragons, Wagons, and Big Red Flagons, the place we went last time for our Out-of-Body Sky Coleman.
Yes, the when you fell out about the Skekkoman.
No, you should really ask
that's right.
Tristan and Out-of-Body Sky Coleman before you go get a new horse.
Yeah, maybe you should ask about a
I
dragon.
think it'll be okay.
We really need a damn stable.
Or a dragon.
Well, Tristan hates Out-of-Body Sky Coleman. Look at them.
I don't know about that. I don't know where you're getting your information from, but
Literally
they've been
Piston.
fine. They were fine on the journey through the desert, so
It's Piston, let it be fine.
that was pretty harsh terrain. Well, I'm off to try and purchase a new horse.
Well, it better not be a true horse. Out-of-Body Sky Coleman and Piston are not true horses.
But we'll see. I mean,
Is it?
Out-of-Body Sky
Out-of-body
Coleman
is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's because the one was a donkey and one
But
was
he's
a horse.
small though, right?
yeah, he's
It's a
not like the
smaller
nicest
horse.
horse you could get. But I just went to that same website and put in the same things. This the name generator they gave me. He's Sky Coleman, and there's some good ones.
Oh, good.
Good. Yeah. I want to hear what you have to offer.
Maybe a discount because you've already purchased.
And we bought the wagon there.
Yeah, true.
You know what? I'm gonna help you pick up this horse because I deal with the horses, and I just need to get to know them first. Okay, I'm coming with.
Okay. Capo, want to help me get the wagon ready?
I muted.
Oh, but
You understand that I'm gonna try and ride this horse. Like, that's the goal.
Are you saying this to the party?
I'm saying it to Kanan after we're on our way.
Well, it has to apply and go through interviews to join the knighthood. You know that. If it's a horse.
I don't even know what to say to that. I guess.
I'm genuinely concerned for
He
the
says it has to go
livelihood.
through interviews, and I just
I'm genuinely concerned about the livelihood of Piston and Out-of-Body Sky Coleman. They're just
Keep
getting
'em-
along. Another
we'll keep them
horse.
separated or whatever we need to do, but
You know
it'll
what?
be all right.
Fine, but if Piston beats the shit out of your horse, I told you so.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
I'm still gonna go with her though.
You guys get to Wagons, Dragons, and Big Red Flagons. I don't remember the person's name, but that doesn't matter. We got last names.
Could be a different person working.
I want to
Yes.
go in and ask about the dragons.
Nobody's asking about the Big Red Flagons.
We don't ask about the
I don't have
flag.
enough money for that.
Okay.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
What you get back to the stable and the stable boy's chatting you.
Well, the
Set me
stable
up.
boy.
The stable boy is chatting at you, and you think, "Oh, he's a stable boy." What can I help you with? What kind of beast?
I'm in search of a horse.
And I'm
Stable boy.
standing behind her, arms crossed.
Boy addressed. Hello, stable boy.
I want a riding beast.
Ah,
Not too big though.
okay.
And I would also like a riding saddle.
Of course. Well, I've got quite a selection here. I can go through a few of them for you if you want. This one here is
What's the name?
This one's McDonatoria, the McDott.
What?
You could have finished it.
Holy fuck!
McDonatoria the what?
Can you please copy and paste
The
that so I know who it is?
McDonatoria, the McDott.
Damn, dude.
Nope, too big.
Holy fuck.
Well, this one here is
What's this horse look like?
McDonatoria and the McDott. You want to know what McDonatoria the McDott looks
Yeah.
like?
And is it a male or female?
Is a predominantly black horse with a large white dot on the side.
Oh, I like it. Okay. I really like that.
Dot.
One side, it seems like the entire horse is black with the McDott on the
McDott,
side.
okay. And is it a male or a female?
This one's a male.
Fuck.
Actually, no,
I
I
got
think McDonatoria is a female horse.
Victoria does sound like a female. Okay.
The male horse.
This one is really I like McDonatoria a lot. It's gonna be hard to top that.
All right, well, this other horse next to it is Arnold Kathleen Walker.
Arnold Kathleen Walker.
Fuck. Where are the male?
What website?
Okay, I would take the female horse. How much is the female? How is McDonatoria the McDott?
You even go through the whole list? No?
I don't need to see any others.
Dude, Otto, no. But Otto, no.
Look, if one of you guys want Otto dog, you can buy him. But...
Arnold Kathleen Walker. We've got more horses.
I like McDonatoria the McDott. I'm pleased with that horse. How much does it cost?
When she asked that, I'm gonna give the seller like a look. I'm just gonna go.
You don't like this one? Okay.
No, to like up the price of the usual.
Yeah, I know. One more name gets thrown out before. It's Are you sure you don't want to see Space Kathleen?
Skyflame.
Alright, you swayed me.
Spaceless Skyflame.
And then you have McDonatoria's brother, or sister. You have Yolanda the McDott.
That's
Donald.
Donald.
That's what I said.
He said Yolanda.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
What's Space Skyflame look like?
I don't know. She's got like kind of a cloudy white
Okay.
and gray.
I want McDonatoria. That's the horse I have my eye on.
McDonatoria.
Yep.
Okay. Cannon,
saddle.
what's your negotiation?
It's do 3 yellow.
Okay, you're gonna go against Cannon because he's actively working against you.
I care about my horses.
Victoria.
Baller skill. It's downgraded for my congenial.
Okay, go ahead and make the negotiation roll.
Fuck. Doesn't work.
Oh. Uh-oh.
That one was a name.
Dodo?
That was another name. Okay, roll again. Bell. Okay.
Nice.
So, you can't breathe. All right.
My cheeks hurt.
My body hurts.
Copyright that name, trademark it or something.
Yeah, this website gives the worst
Dude,
names
that's a
for everything
great
else.
name.
But for some
McDonatoria the
reason-
McDott.
It's almost as good as that about Sky Coleman.
Skypholine is the best
That's
fucking
Basica?
It's just like the consonants together.
Skypholine. Skypholine.
Spacica, yeah. Skyfleet is the ugliest name.
That is a trailer park name for sure.
Dude, that's worse than McDonatoria.
Yes. You know how your mouth has to feel weird for a
Dude,
second in the middle of
McDonatoria is a girl.
Skyfleet?
That's a horse that was born in McDonald's.
The double Mick.
578 silver.
578?
578.
I gotta do some math real quick.
My God.
Skyfleen. Y'all met my daughter Skyfleen.
Arnold, Kathleen Walker.
What was it, Clay? 570 what?
8.
Okay, I give it to him. I counted out, it takes a while.
You're gonna get.
How many times do you have to start over?
Are you planning to ride this next to the wagon?
Oh yeah.
You should get a saddle then.
I don't
got
know
the
why
saddle.
it's stuck on mix and leans, but
Wait,
it
what?
is.
Okay.
This is another name. Bobsleeve.
Bob
lot of
McDott.
Dude, this is a stripper horse. Kathleen Dazzle.
Oh my god.
Can we change Piston's name?
No. You bought that at a different place, man. That's
We
how
didn't
these
buy
horses
this.
are
We did not
named.
buy that.
Wagons, dragons, and bit red flagons horses are named. With...
Oh yeah, we stole Piston. I forgot.
Yeah, we did not purchase that one bit. That was a theft.
Oh yeah, we named him Piston. We don't know what his actual name is.
It's
I forgot
probably Kathleen Dazzle.
I don't know. Kathleen Walker got me too. The fact that it's like a hyphenated last name.
Well, it should be, but it's not.
It's not. It's just two.
We
It's
all
one
know it
name.
should be.
It's always one
Kathleen
name
Walker.
that's Kathleen. Arnold is a great.
Dude, I
name,
have to
though.
write that horse name down because I am not gonna remember McDonatoria.
McDonatoria the McDott. We'll have to make a beast for it. Wait, is there Piston? Yeah, I'll just make a copy of Piston Out of Body Sky Coleman real quick. Okay.
Our horses are gonna be so jelly.
Oh yeah, they are. Hopefully I can fucking ride it. I have no riding skill, by the way, so...
Victoria McDott. There she is. Piston's the only male horse? No, Piston's a
Female.
lady.
No, yeah,
Out of body.
Out-of-Body's the only male.
Out of Body's about to have a harem.
Good.
He's a gentleman.
Breed our
He's a
own
gentleman.
Bell
Breed
and
our own horses.
Cannon. are gonna
And pack mules.
This campaign turns into like a fucking well, you guys are at the farm again, and you're just taking care of horses, and everyone makes survival check after survival check as we spend years in game raising horses.
The fastest racehorses we've ever seen, and we just get fucking rich.
Donkeys, race donkeys.
That's true. Piston's a donkey.
Yeah,
He's
Piston
the
is the start of the
fastest donkey
breed.
on this continent.
Piston
I
is the
imagine if we
start
kept
of the
it for like
breed.
a year, you could ride it after a year. I bet it'd be pretty big.
Be for children races.
I'm dead.
Okay, so can we go to the Imperial
Oh,
City
God.
now?
Yeah, let's go.
These names. Wicked Null. Am I muted? No. Good.
No. Wicked Null?
Yeah. Okay. Get one good one. Okay.
Get it.
So after purchasing the horse, putting on the saddle, Bell, you're gonna ride McDonatoria?
Hell yeah.
Or
I'm gonna
McDott?
try.
Alright, so you saddle her up.
It's 2 purple check to mount or dismount.
Damn.
Okay.
Just a normal.
Make a riding check.
A normal 2 perp. I don't think I have any other things that can help that. No.
So McDonatoria doesn't seem to quite trust you yet.
Alright, I'll just walk with her for now, I guess. Give her some food or something.
Okay. Anybody else? I feel like RP Buchanan, like this is a moment. You guys just picked up McDonatoria.
Oh.
Did the group split? So is he gonna come back with just this horse with a dot on the side?
Yeah.
So we'll pick
I'm
up-
with her.
yeah.
Did Enzo
So
go?
Bell and Cannon come back. Yeah, Enzo was there.
I'm hanging out with the tablet.
Okay.
I took it out of Cannon's backpack, I guess. I'm playing with it.
Okay. So
That's all.
they come back with a horse.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful horse.
Thank you, Castus.
What's its
couldn't-
name?
McDonatoria the McDott.
Oh, Mick.
You could call her Mick for short or
Mick.
Mickey. You
Oh,
know.
I thought
Or
I was Mickey.
Donatoria.
She kind of rustles at the shortening of her name.
She doesn't like it.
She's not a fan. When you have a title,
McDonatoria the McDott.
this is the McDott. You're talking to.
How about McDott instead of just Mick?
I try to pet her and call her McDott. See if she is okay with it.
All right, make a survival check.
Oh boy. Alright.
Seems to calm down a little bit, but she's not a big fan.
That's okay.
Okay then. Anyone need any last minute preparations?
Nope.
All right then.
Cannon's pouting.
Hunting for my horses.
To the south.
All right, so you guys pick up shop, reconvene, hook up Piston, Antibody, Sky Coleman to the carriage. Cannon cast us on the front. I guess Enzo Cap one inside. Bell outside leading. New addition to the team.
I'm gonna be like to the side.
Yeah,
I don't want
McDonatoria,
to be in front.
the McDott, now a member of the Knighthood.
Oh
Left
yeah.
out of the official paperwork, but not official members.
Nobody knows about that paperwork.
No one does know about that paperwork. So you guys pick up travels and day or two pass. Well, the connection between McDonatoria and McDott and you were growing. Make another riding check for me.
Okay.
2 days of walking alongside this horse.
Try again.
You guys have seen Belle trying to
Oh no!
build this relationship.
She's
Go ahead and
gonna
roll
kill
again.
me.
She's gonna bite him. Her.
Oh
She bit
no!
She
You
got
keep
bit.
calling it. You keep calling it McDott, and more and more the the frustration
not
on the
like it.
horse.
I'm watching. I'm watching with my horses, and we're gossiping.
Oh god, the fucking
We're
despair.
all like that.
Dennis
Bro.
full on has been talking for 2 days shit about
Yeah, I'm talking
Megatoria
shit.
to some horses.
Not about the horse, but about Belle's treatment of the other horse.
Yeah.
Treatment.
Is this
Yeah.
within earshot of Belle?
Oh, I
It's
hope
visible.
It's visible?
It's okay. It's not subtle.
not.
Not subtle.
I'm kind of
It's like
upset.
very the little girl clique at every high school movie or show.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
But it's a man
And two horses.
Not even two horses, a horse and a donkey.
Yeah, and then we shut our lockers and walk away.
Can we change this to just be called A Man, a Horse, and a Donkey?
God.
It's a good title.
Well,
That was a
I
good
know what
joke.
I'm spending XP on this session.
Work on that writing.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a tense few days between you and McDonatoria the McDott, but keep trying, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days pass. It's another week on the road. You guys are getting used to this, getting skilled at it. You guys know what you're about now, and traveling, setting up camp, breaking camp, taking shifts, making sure the horses are fed and watered. You guys have done this now, and it's getting pretty easy. Just we'll do one last survival check here with Belle.
Oh. Survival or writing?
We'll do writing, yeah.
No!
Eventually, after nearly 10 days on the road of you trying to bond with this horse and your persistence of trying to get in the saddle, this morning as you break camp, everyone sees Belle gets up and does what Cannon does to Piston and Out-of-Body Sky Coleman, gives him water and feed and kind of rubs out the muscles, helps him warm up, and then, you put the saddle on, which you've been able to do, and then kind of cautiously slide your foot into one of the stirrups on the side, and now you're usually used to
I'm short, so it's
McDonatoria
hard
the
to get up
McDott
there.
moving away and kind of walking around and not letting you do it, but she doesn't seem to be moving today, and you're able to get up and swing your leg over and you sit down, and there's a moment where you're terrified that all of a sudden everything is going to start jerking around and you're going to get thrown off, but McDonatoria seems to be the fight against this has kind of died down.
For
And
now.
you're currently riding McDonatoria the McDott.
Fuck yeah. Alright.
So everybody sees this little moment happen because I'm sure Cannon's watching. I don't know if anyone else is taking note of this 10 days of failed trying to ride a horse.
Is the dot on the same side
On the right flank.
as her tattoo?
Yeah.
Tight.
All right, so mount up and hit the road again. The next few days pass, and she more and more days riding, figuring it out. You're kind of breaking the horse in a bit. It was with strangers, but now it's getting to know the group and the other two horses. Anybody want to do anything on the road? Any conversations? Any side hustles?
I would speak. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you.
Okay. The only thing I would have wanted to have done is run some alchemical tests on the fruit samples that I got to see what part of the fruit had the effects that it had.
So you go into your bag and you pull out this fermented fruit.
I don't know if
It's
it's
rotten.
fermented. I like separated all the different parts out through.
Oh, that's right. You did get some samples.
Yeah.
So the fleshy bit would be dried, kind of. Well, you had it sealed off too. So, what are you trying to do? So you have the flesh, the juice, and the skin, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what were the properties of the fruit after we ate it. There was some kind of effect.
Mildly hallucinogenic
Okay. Yeah. I'm
and
trying to-
delicious.
yes, and delicious. And we still have a couple of those fruits left, correct?
I don't know how good they
Probably
are.
like rotten by now.
It's like been a week. It's been over a week. It's been like 2 or 2.5 weeks.
We would dump those.
Of just fruit out in the hot sun, and like you're in a desert, so it's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
we've
I
dumped
still
those.
want to. I just want to test to see which part of the fruit was hallucinogenic. Was it the flesh? Was it the meat? Was it the?
Okay, make a alchemy check for me.
Check. I mean, I guess I could do this by just eating the samples.
You talked about an alchemy thing, so we're gonna pretend that you're doing science. Those dice
No,
rolled
I'm not.
so
Fucking
hard.
aggressive.
Those dice rolled so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still new at this, like actually doing things and not just like using the experimental station that is your body.
Or mine.
It's true. So you're not able to really identify which part. And the advantage is you seem to have a little bit of the samples left over. You didn't just ruin them all.
Okay.
But no. Anything else on the road? Castus has something.
Oh, I'll just be bonding with Nimbus.
Okay, yeah.
I want to teach him to play fetch with
All right, make a little survival.
the 10-foot pole.
You're gonna throw the 10-foot.
Okay, maybe not 10-foot pole.
He's not that big yet.
Yeah. Javelin, Olympic javelins.
The dude that like throws it and flies into the air and
You
lands
should
on his
throw
belly.
it like sideways, so it's just like whoosh, 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 whoosh. Fucking super dangerous that way.
All right,
I throw my new knife, calcium deficiency, and he goes and picks it up and brings it back.
I forgot that it had a name.
Like it.
Yeah, so after like it's been like 2 weeks and you're persistent with training, and yeah, after a while he'll come back and he runs back with a little sideways knife in his mouth, grabbed it by the handle. Very
Good boy,
adorable.
Nimbus.
And then instead of dropping sometimes he'll just like phase and it drops into your hand.
Yes. Hell yeah.
All right, so 3 weeks pass on the road as you guys keep traveling.
Damn, that's a long.
It's a long journey.
I'm out of food.
Yeah, you guys gotta get rid of food for 3 weeks of travel.
I've been out of food for a week.
Yeah, me too. I had 2
Alright.
weeks worth of food.
All right, then just drop 10 silver and we'll say you got it in Corin or in Sutton.
Okay. Each?
Yeah, whoever doesn't have enough food beforehand, if you needed to buy food, just drop. I don't have the thing in front of me. Rations were.
Yeah, I think it's about that. Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, but you start to get closer. The terrain changes from deserty to grassland, and grassland to more of a temperate tropical. Air is more humid now, and more bugs. Towards the end, you start to pass more and more travelers the closer you get, and you're on a pretty main route, so it's been busy the whole time.
Has the tablet been doing anything on our trip?
It's that constant ping.
It hasn't changed in frequency.
Nothing else has happened. And after the 3 weeks, you start to see in through the canopy. It almost turns into like a not like a rainforest, but more jungly, thicker underbrush on the sides, and very thick, big-leaved trees, big canopies, more birds, and eventually you come around a turn on a hill, and you're perched maybe 5 or 6 miles away into the distance, backdropped by a large circular lake that goes on for as far as the eye can see. A large shining city of white marble, perched upside in a central circle. Then outside more common stone, and then outside of that, wooden inns. In the center, there's I don't have the map on here, but that's okay. There's, I think, one sec. I miss a speak. Map. In the center, there are 5 large spires with white marble going up in green conical caps on top. And this whole city is surrounded by a big wall, and you said you're probably 5 or 6 miles away, but it looks like a shining jewel. And outside of it, fields and roads and different huts go on as long, and it's the biggest city any of you guys have seen. I don't think anybody's been here.
Wow.
What's wow?
Can't see it?
He's inside the cart, probably.
Oh. How far away from the city are we?
5 or 6 miles. You guys are kind of like coming down off of a hill, and it kind of like opened up around the corner as like the forest fades away, or you come around a bend, and like the road's descending a hill, and you can see down.
Everyone, we're here.
Oh,
We are here.
it's huge.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
So, what do we do now?
Still there.
I don't know, maybe we should go back.
There, Cap 1.
Oh no, I'm just pulling your leash.
Well, everyone, this has been our, kind of joined together in order to get here. All for different reasons, but I hope we can,
That's where we separate?
I didn't say that, but hopefully we can each get what we want from the city.
As you guys continue on forward and make your way down the hills and through the outside fields of grain, cereal crops being grown out to feed the city, start to get closer, and these stone walls start to like get taller and taller, and as you get closer outside of the city, there's 80-foot tall continuous stone wall that surrounds it. You're coming in, lots of roads merge out a few miles out and turn into this really, really wide avenue where you're starting to see hundreds of people, many carriages, and you kind of join up in a queue to get in the city, and you start going in, bundling in while another stream is coming out, people moving, and you get up to the gatehouse, and it's probably 40 feet tall, 50-foot wide arc, where these big, massive, iron-barred wood doors that are 2 feet thick. The gate doors are open, and you come into the front entrance of the city, and the first thing you see inside is a square that opens up, and a massive statue, stone statue of a man riding a large stone horse in the center, maybe 60 feet tall.
Nice.
It's looking over the square, and You've made it finally to Imperial City. You're here in the main square, the bustling crowds around you. Guys, what are you doing?
I will keep riding through. So where's the first stop?
Well, what time of day is it?
It's probably mid-afternoon. Maybe 4 or 5.
Well, Kanin, I came here to find my sister, and I know she should be at the Imperium. So,
Oh yeah, let's go to the Imperium.
Let's go with Castus. Find his sister.
Belle, well, you were coming here for what?
Just to learn about the city and the magic, the old magic here and stuff, and how they used to use it and that sort of thing.
Okay. Cap one, you were just looking for knowledge, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I need to.
Oh, we need to look. I have a book that.
I have lots of books that we are going to bring to somebody who knows Old Imperial.
God.
This is 20 sessions in the making.
Yeah, we have so many books. I have a book of Old Imperial maps. Oh, I wonder if it's worth any money.
Can I get a list of all those books real quick?
Oh Jesus.
Mine just says Book of Maps, Old Imperial.
What books? I don't think I have any books that need translating.
I have a book of rocks,
Oh yeah.
a book of diagrams. I will send this to you, Clay, to make it easier, but I will read them out.
Yep.
And I have the book of diagrams is a green leather cover with some gold filigree. A book of just some notes. Book of what I've labeled tubes. For a series of 4 books that have complicated stuff that I do not understand. A book of what I have deemed darkness. Has body parts of animals and humans dissected and stuff, and I closed that pretty quickly. And then just a hard yellow leather book.
I do have one that's not readable.
And
So I
what that
think-
is?
I have my
All in Old Imperial. God, this is... That travel arc took a long time, guys. That's my bad.
I do have one that I can read. The one I can't read is Alchemical Techniques.
Oh.
How do you know that?
Huh?
Can't read it.
There's diagrams inside. I got it from the Spider Tower. There were diagrams, and I was able to like see the diagrams and like try to put the equipment together in that fashion.
Got
but
it.
I
God,
couldn't
that's such a
read it.
long list of books for me to have to. Damn it, Clay. You damn it, passed.
We have a shit
Passed,
load of
Clay.
information that's gonna come forth.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the sun is kind of half set, maybe a little more. It's 4 or 5, 6 in the afternoonish.
Did we make
We
it to
would-
the Imperium, or
We would go to the Imperium.
You're going
We've
there.
been waiting for
These are heading straight in.
months to
2
get
months?
here. So
It's been 2 months.
Yeah, I think that's good. I like it. We need
Well,
to ask
alright,
him
so-
about Gibby.
We're almost into Toyotathon, guys.
It is almost Toyota. The fray went by quickly. Toyota Thon will linger on. So, as you're pushing through the crowd, these, yeah, do everybody make? Has anyone been here or heard anything about this? Like as a
I've definitely
character
heard.
thing?
My father's from the Imperial City,
All right,
so
everybody other than Belle, make a knowledge adventuring roll for me.
I would have heard stuff from Gibby, but I don't know how much.
You wouldn't have heard much from Gibby.
I did ask him a lot of questions, but okay.
I don't
Good
think
knowledge
he would have been
adventuring.
too open about that, other than that he went there.
He gave me some other information about some people to contact.
Yeah, he gave you some names, but I'm just in general, you guys didn't ask much about, like, you're in a city trying to find a place and trying to figure out if you guys have any idea where that place is or what it is. Right, so Cap 1 and Castus, you probably assume that it's these marble buildings in the middle with the green roofs. Well, you would have heard your father describe how different the central part of the city was and how much cleaner and how it seems to always be glistening in the sun. And but you would have mentioned, he would have mentioned like, oh, but I've never been in that part of the city. He never got more than that. He always just like, oh, it's such an interesting part, but I've never been there.
Interesting.
As you guys approach and you work your way through the crowds, at the back of this Imperial Square, there's some large 3 or 4 story inns with big, like tap rooms and things and large chimneys out the back, and the smell of foods and things drift by as you go by them. And as you're getting closer, you see this, a bridge made of the same white marble stone material arc up forward in front of you, maybe 4 carriages wide, over a canal. You don't see anybody coming in or off of it, and or anybody crossing it. And to the right of this bridge, there's this massive square building with an awning around the first floor, with pillars supporting it, and 4 cylindrical towers with conical roofs on the faces of the building, halfway pushing out of them. And this is probably the biggest building you've seen so far up close.
Wow.
And it says, what was it? I need to think of it. I had a plan for this building. It's the... I can't think of the word. It's like admissions, but like that part of a school.
A registrar?
Yeah, that's it. It's like the Imperium Registry.
Okay. Is there a sign that says that?
There's probably a sign. It's not like neon or anything, but
Okay.
like
Well,
it's
yeah, I
probably,
mean, like
it's probably, yeah, no, I mean, like there's probably like a wooden like registry.
It's not neon.
It's not like crazy big.
A bar
like,
sign.
yeah.
Just.
I mean, it is the Imperium.
Don't they
I mean,
use
it could be
magic?
a magical sign.
Oh, that's true. Has
Alright.
everyone been dressed really nice?
No, you guys are
dressed
disgusting.
great.
You have
I
3
know,
weeks.
Fail and Enzo.
not us, but is everyone else like?
You guys are gross.
They're cleaner for sure. As you get more towards the center, in this part of town, people are dressed nicer. But when you first came in, there was
Any
a mix
like
of common
do
people, merchants.
Do people hold weapons, or is there guards?
There are people with weapons, but it's not common. There are guards. You've seen different guards walking around, like in groups of 3. Some people are just standing, watching.
Okay.
We got a group of 5, so they better look out.
And but like in this part, there's definitely more nicer dressed people. You don't see a lot. Sometimes like a ceremonial dagger on the waist, sign of wealth. You would probably know from your time in Korn. People will wear ceremonial weapons.
Well, guys, do you think we should go to the registry and ask, see if we can get a contact of somebody who knows Old Imperium, and then I'm gonna try to find my sister.
Go ahead. I feel out of place, honestly.
I had names somewhere.
I definitely do think, Canon, that we could all use a good wash.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Well, why don't we do that and then go to the registrar?
That's a good idea.
But it is easier to talk to people and get information if you do not smell like
you.
the backside of a horse.
Alright.
Offense, Migdoratoria, the McDott, the body's Kirkholmen, Piston, no offense.
Well, should we find a stable and place to house all our the wagon, and then we can traverse the city on foot? I feel like we don't need all this
I
stuff
feel
with
like
us.
we should get cleaned up and head to the Imperium right away.
Like
Okay.
a morning, like do it in the morning, because like the evening's coming to a close, the days are coming to a close.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let's find somewhere to as a home base.
All right, so after you look around for a little bit, you find a large 4-story inn with a stable out back that's also pretty large. The stable out back is like as big as the inn that you guys stayed in Sutton. This one, it's on the front. It's called the Driftstone.
Driftstone.
And go inside, and these are much finer inns than you've been in. The food selection's bigger, the drink selection's bigger. You can do bathing here.
Oh yes.
Perfect.
They'll bring a bath and fill it. They'll run a bath to you. There's different sized rooms, all the way from they start at 3 silver a night for just a basic 2-bedroom. You can go to 20 silver a night for large suites.
Oh, I'm getting a large.
So you have there's a 3 silver room. Is that what I said? 3.
Yeah.
A 3, a 20, a 10, and like an 8. Call it an 8.
I'll look for a single.
Yeah. This is one of the 3s. You can get a single, and then
Alright, that's fine.
the 8s are a little bit bigger, but can be doubles.
I think I deserve an 8. An 8 guy.
All right.
And storage for our wagon and horses and stuff.
All right. So
A haircut.
anybody else? What are you getting?
I'm getting a 3.
I'm going fucking big. I'm getting the 20, bro. Getting the suite.
And
Somebody's got to do it.
With
Party in
suite,
Bell's room.
as you're
Yeah, you
going
guys
for it,
come
the
party in
suite
my room.
It has a metal tub in it.
Fuck
It's not a
yes.
wooden thing they roll in. There's a metal permanently in there, and you
yeah.
just ask the man as you're getting in and to have people run up hot water for you.
Yeah, party in
And,
my room.
Can we use your tub there, Bell?
And Enzo will get a 3, and we'll call it 2 silver a night per horse, so 6 for the horses.
Okay.
Take care of the horses.
5.
All right, I just want you guys to know, every day in the Imperial City, this cost will go.
That's good.
So I'm gonna try and keep track of it. Remind me, and let's try and, because you guys are in a city, you're gonna have to make money or do something before you run out and
Yeah.
figure it out.
Alright.
Yeah, we can.
Well, why don't we all get cleaned up and I've got 2 bottles of whiskey and maybe.
Yes, it's you.
Well, we did
Everybody
make
sees
it.
their room, and then the person. You see a small boy, maybe 8 or 9, run past you with a metal like decanter full of steaming water, and he's running up the stairs, and you follow him up to where Belle went, and you open this room that Belle is in, and there's this large bed the size of like a queen-size bed with lots of pillows on it. There's a large metal like copper bathtub where the boy is pouring the water in, and I assume Belle's taking a bath or getting ready to.
Yeah, dude, the water boy.
I think we're all doing a good cleaning.
Yeah. And there's
the water boy,
there's
a couple
padded,
silver.
okay. There's padded chairs in the room. There's a hearth. It has its own fireplace in here.
Oh yeah, we're partying.
And
in
there's
here.
Yeah.
There's a table, like a round table with chairs around it.
Oh, I have cards too. I have a deck of cards.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, so I go to
yes.
my room, I clean up.
Dude, I'm
And
gonna
then
get in
get
the
on my
tub and
I
smoke.
don't even wear my chainmail.
So if you didn't
I'm
get the 20 room, you can like do like a cloth bath. They'll bring you washcloths. But to take a bath, you can pay for it, and they have a bathroom
Yeah, I would like to
where
do
there's
that.
tubs you can go in, but it's like communal. Like picture wooden barrels, but like the
Totally
tops being
fine.
cut off, big ones,
Yeah.
and just like 8 of them, and you can go in and just soak and clean up. So
Yeah.
that's 2 silver to do that.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
I do that. And I
It's-
leave all my
yeah.
gear in my room, and I head to Belle's room once she's ready, and
All right, so
bring the bottles of whiskey and go.
Fuck yeah.
We made it to the city. We're getting fucking hammered.
Yes, we are.
all right, yeah, you guys can We can fade out. Finally reaching the Imperial City in the nicest room in the Driftstone Inn. Everyone clean, the road dust washed away, and Castus comes in with 2 bottles of Carinian whiskey. Bell walks over to where the cups are sitting, because this is one of those rooms. There's cups ready to go.
Yes.
And they're sitting there. You sit at the table. She pulls out a deck of cards and starts to shuffle, and everybody sits down. And
What are we playing, Bell?
It's a Jawaran card game called Fuck the Dealer.
Are you hitting on me?
I've not played this one before, but I would like to.
Ew.
And we end.
That's a good place to stop.
Thank you, Enzo.
It's called, this game is called Uno.
Guys, we did it. My way too long travel arc, but we finally just powered through. We made it to the Imperial City. I'm pretty excited.
We can tell them the dangerous evil we encountered in Stonesbrook, and the more dangerous evil that's currently traveling with us.
McDonatoria the McDott joined the team.
Yeah, dude.
Is that the evil you speak of?
No, it's not.
Alright, guys.
Am I
Somebody
the
that
evil?
curses children.
It's true.
15
It's true.
experience.
15, the classic. Spend it wisely. I'm gonna go to bed.
Good night.
See you later, dude.
Are we out on the stream?
Nope.
Sign us off.
Weeks, you gotta get us out of here.
Catch us next Thursday. Same hood rat time, same hood rat motherfucking place.
That bass slaps. I tell you,
It does.
that bass is thickums.